All right, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the technical difficulties, but I do want to thank Judge Mike Latham, our presiding Superior Court judge, for providing these cameras and everything you're enjoying right now. This is the first round of the playoffs. The St. John's Redskins taking on the Roadrunners of Santan Charter tonight. The game is close. It's 17-13. There is 5 minutes and 47 seconds to go in this second period. We'll give you a quick recap before we get started. But the Redskins having a phenomenal game against the super talented Santan Charter Roadrunner team. Let me give you a breakdown here real quick. You just saw that foul being called on number 11, Braden Wall, for the Redskins. Going to the line is number 5 for the Roadrunners. That is Jaleel Moore, the 5'9" freshman, gets fouled in there. Coach Rusty Oaks doesn't like the foul. He's up talking. Coach Oaks has done a great job so far this game. Had a great offense called and a good defense, keeping everything up in front of the Redskins. So right now, just to bring you up on a recap, there's 5 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the second period. St. John's is losing 19-13. Santan Charter mascot is the Roadrunners. They are the number 5 ranked team in the state. As you see that foul committed there by number 15, that is Cole Foot, the 6-foot senior for the Roadrunners. He fouls number 24, Preston Wilson, the Matrix, having a great game so far. Already had some steals, as you know. He's going to go to the line. That is a 1-and-1 foul. So they're going to get a chance to go 1-and-1. 8 team fouls. There's 8 team fouls so far on the Roadrunners, 4 on the Redskins, as Preston Wilson just a bit long off backboard on that 1-to-1. A great rebound by the big man, Brady Overson. That's going to be called on number 21. The 6'8" senior, Andrew Yeago, draws his second foul already. I believe that's 2 fouls on Andrew Yeago. So that's a big deal right there because he's a huge part of that offense. Into the game, number 21 for the Redskins, Parker Humphreys, the 6'2" senior, comes in. Going over to sit down is number 15, Joseph Bushman, as he takes a quick break. And it looks like that's coming out. Going to go back to the Redskins. So Parker Humphreys taking it out, looking for the Matrix, as always. Number 24, Preston Wilson, the Matrix, already has 5 points tonight. Look at him, just embarrassed, number 1. Like I always say, don't try to steal it from the Matrix if you don't want to be embarrassed. And there he is again, the Matrix himself. That ball gets tipped on the way up, hit on the arm, looking for the cherry pick. And, of course, big Kell Stewart, number 22, with a beautiful steal right there on that cross pass. Back to Braden Wall, over to Parker Humphreys, the baseline bandit. Like to see him go baseline. He's got a nice move on the baseline right there as Braden Wall, number 11, looking to take it on the inside. And the Redskins doing a good job of running and staying rotated out here. And that's
Wilson with the shot.
All the way from Roosevelt Lake. Little short off the front.
He's taken. He's been just short on both. He'll get it dialed in here in a minute.
And as that scores right there, that
Santan's done a very good job with his fast breaks. Their transition game is like almost perfect. They're hustling back on defense or hustling back on offense, and it's led to them getting many points.
They're doing a great job. And I don't think I got a chance to introduce our other announcer, Mr. Dayton Waite, here with us tonight. Had to call him up. He lives down here. A former Redskin, an all-state player, multiple years. Great career with the Redskins. So, Mr. Dayton Waite, we're glad to have you here calling this game with us. Give us your analysis so far on what you've seen from both of these teams and bring our audience up to speed. We had some technical difficulties. So about the first period and a half, they did not get a C. So kind of bring them up to speed on what you're seeing so far.
The good thing about those technical difficulties is it really allowed us just to watch the game, not try to focus on other things. And St. John's has come out and been very, very aggressive with these Santan boys. And they've really made them be physical. And I don't think Santan really is, I don't know if they haven't faced that this year or if it's kind of been a new concept to them. But St. John's come out very aggressive. You like to see them get back a little more on defense. They got to watch the cherry pick. They've been cherry picked quite a bit on. But Rusty Oaks has called a couple timeouts. He settled his boys down. St. John's is still very in this game. They're only down by 8 points in the second quarter. And, honestly, if St. John's hits their free throws, they're probably in this game. This example right there is great backspin on the ball with number 20.
That's Tajay Prince, the 6-foot senior.
Great backspin on the ball. Let that ball go in.
That'd make Minnesota Fats happy right there on that backspin. So as he hits both of those free throws, we've got a 10-point lead right now with the Santan Charter Roadrunners over your St. John's Redskins as Kell Stewart brings the ball up the floor. into Big Brady Overson. Looking for that pass underneath. Gets it
There
down
you
to
go.
Kell Stewart. And Kell Stewart puts his head down, tries to get the drive. And the shortest man on the floor gets the rebound. That's Jalil Moore, the 5'9" freshman. And it ends up going out of bounds.
You like to see St. John's take a few more passes, a few more screens, trying to get some more ball movement. It seems like they're just trying to get the ball to the top of the key, and they're just trying to force it down in the middle. And Santan's got some big boys and very strong boys on their team. You're not going to be able to out physical a team like this. They're too big.
And as you said, big right there. That's number 21, Andrew Yeago, the 6'8" senior, goes up over the top of both the St. John's big men and scores there on his offensive rebound and gets the foul called. So you either got to stay on the floor and not foul him, or foul him hard enough to where the ball doesn't go in, one or the other.
And every time the shot goes up, you've got to get a body on someone. You've got to box out because these guys, like I said, these boys are tall and they can jump. We've already seen that.
And they're hitting their free throws. We're missing free throws on this end. They're hitting their free throws right now. They're shooting 80% on free throws. Kell Stewart looking to drive up over the middle. Doesn't draw the foul. Like to see some body contact there, but that doesn't happen. And number 20 goes up and around. Nice body control. Number 20 gets it in there. Good shot right there by Tajay Price.
It'd probably be a good idea right now for St. John's to take a timeout, take a breather, kind of get back under control. This game's gone away from them a little bit.
Oh, wow. Wow. I don't usually say this, but that's just not a great call, unfortunately. Right here in front of us as that goes down. But the call goes as the call goes. So Redskins back on defense, down by 15. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Big Brady Overson comes down with that rebound. Nice to see a foul called right there.
Brady's done a really good job of getting in there and being physical. He just needs to keep that ball a little higher. He's kind of bringing that ball down to these smaller boys' level, and they're able to get their hands on it. He's 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, Brady's 6'4", 6'5" with the shoes on.
Exactly, and then he brings it down down to a 5'11" height. You know what I mean? So now anybody can slap it.
So Mr. Big O takes the line. A little short off the front of the rim. Bend your legs. Use your legs just a little bit more and push that ball up and underneath. St. John's down by 15. 2:48 to go here in the second period. The score is 28 for the Roadrunners, 13 for the St. John's Redskins. As Brady Overson hoping to make this second shot.
There you go.
He does that. Cuts the lead to 14. So St. John's down by 14 with 2:48 to go.
Santan's coming down and playing almost like a passing.
And the call right there is
exactly sure
to get the clock going. The clock didn't start. It was at 2:48. The ball came all the way down. So they're going to run. It looks like 7-8 seconds off the clock there, which is appropriate. It just wasn't started. So talked to some of these players from the Roadrunners earlier. Santan Charter, great kids. Really nice bunch of kids, able to talk to them about what they like about the program, what they've seen so far from their season, COVID, just things like that. As you see that nice putback right there by number 10, Isaiah. Just doesn't get there. That was number 10. Willie Frager tried to put that in for the Roadrunners 3 or 4 times. Good pass by the Matrix. 3-on-2, and Big Brady Overson trying to take it in. Gets the ball knocked away, and here comes that little floater over the middle by number 1. Kyrie Richmond, the 5'10 junior, goes up and over the top of Justice Berg, and that is 30 points now for the Roadrunners. So it's 30-14. Redskins down by 16. The Matrix gets that ball.
Santan's doing a very good job of getting their hands in the passing lanes. You got to go up there and help them, fella.
So gets it back over there. Great steal by Demetrius Johnson. Up to number 1. Kyrie Richmond, the 5'10 junior, puts it in. Coach Rusty Oaks has seen enough. Down by 18 points with 1:57 seconds to go. The game got away real quick. You weren't with us for the first period, but the first period ended 13-11. St. John's only down by 2 points. And then Santan Charter has really poured it on with fast breaks, what we call cherry picks, and some great offensive rebounding down there. And, of course, they've made all their foul shots so far. So there's your difference. There's your 18-point difference. It went from 2 points ahead to a 16-point difference that quick. St. John's has only scored 3 points in the last 6 minutes and 3 seconds of this second period. And that's just hard to do when you put up 3 points many minutes off the clock. So Dayton Waite, what does St. John's need to do to try to cut this lead down to, say, 15 points, 10 points going into halftime?
Well, you see, Santan's, like I said, they're doing like a pass screen away, and it's just eating up that 3-2 that they're trying to run. You'd like to see them try something else. You're down by 18. You're playing against a very good team. Mix it up. Try a few different things. Try to go to man. Try to go to a 2-3. Try different things. Let's see what works defensively for us. Let's play to our strengths. and let's try to attack their weaknesses on the offensive side.
And you've got Coach Freeman over there. I talked to Coach Freeman earlier. He's the coach for the Roadrunners, a great basketball player in his own right, a great coach doing a good job. May not know this, but the Roadrunners, as Joseph Bushman puts up a runner, and after 4 bounces, Joseph Bushman puts 2 points in for the Redskins.
You got to stop penetration right here. This is where Santan's doing really well. They're just penetrating and kicking out, and they're doing a really good job. See?
And the littlest man on the floor, that's the 4th time that little pass underneath has worked for the Roadrunners.
So they're going to like a trap. They want to trap in the corners. And that's
here
exactly
it goes right
how
here.
You break it. Exactly right there. That's great.
Beautiful job by the Redskins right there, breaking that press.
You press through it.
And that shot right there by number 2 goes off. Isaiah gets the rebound, and Kell Stewart brings it down. Defensive rebound on the board, and he's going to go coast to coast right here.
Oh, here we go.
Justice Burt coming in with just a miss. You'd like to see him follow a shot. Here comes that cherry pick we're talking about.
Oh, it's a walk.
Where they run the transition. You'd like to see a traveling call, but they don't get it. They don't call traveling, and so he goes up and over. The lead is back to 18, but that's that give and go and that pick, that cherry pick that we're seeing.
Okay, now go ahead and set it up.
They don't call a foul. He grabs him by the arm, pulls Big Brady Arverson's arm all the way down. And so they do get a foul called right there. Stops the clock with 40 seconds to go. The Roadrunners have 12 team fouls called on them so far this half. St. John's has 6. So double bonus has been on.
They put 11 fouls up. They usually stop at 10. If I'm not mistaken, that used to be a technical back in the day for the home team.
Never seen that before, but there it is. So the official is going to remind him to just take that back to 10. And Big Brady Overson's having a great season. I mean, he leads the team in scoring, leads the team in rebounding. I think he has 14 double-doubles this season, which is like 3rd in the state. Look at that kick out. It's going to be short. Right there. Here comes the Matrix.
Watch out
against Demetrius Johnson. The Matrix gets it poked away. And our big men are back down there to guard it. Kell Stewart looking to block that. Nice move right there by number 3, Isaiah Martin, the 6'2 junior for the Roadrunners, puts it in over the top. And there's the Matrix. You'd like to see a
set up your offense.
Kell Stewart going in strong right there.
That's a great, strong defensive big man move. You love to see those moves.
You know, you just can't say enough good things about Kell Stewart's athletic ability. And Demetrius Johnson misses that 3-pointer to end the half. So St. John's cuts the lead to 17 points going in at halftime. So with that score, 38-21, as the Roadrunners go into the locker room with a 17-point lead. They're feeling good about that. Coach Freeman doing a good job tonight with the Roadrunners. Coach Rusty Oaks going to go in there and talk to his team. We may see them come out in a man-to-man like you were talking about, Dayton. May have that before it's over. Again, I want to thank Legacy Teen Productions. Legacy Teen Productions doing a great job tonight. Appreciate them having everybody here. We had a little bit of technical difficulties to start things off.
We're still trying to figure this out.
So there you go. Tell us what you can hear. Shoot us a text. Jump onto the live feed. Shoot us a note if you got anything that you need to tell us, want to say. Things we need to fix. If you can't hear us well, anything like that, just let us know. So as we go into the second half, 9 minutes and 30 seconds till the teams take the floor, come back out here. Let us give you a little bit of a breakdown of what's going on so far. You weren't with us for the first period. About a period and a half, we had some technical difficulties. And what we saw was St. John's came out. They played some very, very good defense, very hard, tough defense against the Roadrunners. And like I said, I think when the period ended, the very first period ended, I believe it was 13-11 or 14-11.
Yeah, it's like a couple points.
Only down by a couple points. And then Dayton, walk us through what happened in that second half. Or that second period.
I think Santan just came out and they just started playing like Santan ball. They came out, like I said, they've been running that cherry pick and they figured it out. They learned their transition game and it came back and they've scored a lot of points on it very quickly. St. John's is not doing a great job at capitalizing on the open shots they're getting. They're missing their free throws, which can be game changers. They can be momentum shift. I think we've missed at least probably 5 to 6 free throws. I really don't know. We don't have official stats right here with us. But 5 to 6 free throws, that's down to a 10-point game. And that's a big deal. And St. John's just needs to continue to be aggressive. This is a big, aggressive, physical team. And just go out there. You have nothing to lose, right? You just go out there, you play hard as you can, and you be physical with them. You get inside their heads a little bit, and you'll be surprised what they can do.
Well, and talking about that cherry pick, if you will, what's happening is as soon as there's a rebound, Santan sends a guy down the left side. He's the lead.
Mhm.
And the guy down the right side. And what happens is they'll kick it to the guy on the right side, and the guy on the left side then accelerates, and he kicks it back over to him, and they score. So you got a guy on either side. They're running fast. They're running hard on that quick pass. If you're not back in defense, they get an easy lay-in.
And sometimes we have two people down there, and they're still able to get a lay-in. So what you would like to see is you'd like to see one of the guys stop penetration. How you stop a fast break ball is you go and attack the basketball. You make that dribbler stop, pick up his dribble, or pull out of his that's going to force the defense to come down, offense to come down and set up and run their play. It's going to force their offense or the defense, or it's going to allow the defense to come down and catch up with them, and they're going to be able to set up and play some ball.
So that happening right there. Coach Freeman Coach Rusty Oaks doing a great job of getting his team ready tonight. He had a great game plan together. They came out and were only down by 3 points, 2 to 3 points into that first period. St. John's doing a great job.
With all that being said, big shout out to the Santan coaching staff. This team's very well coached. St. John's was in it. They played aggressive. Their coaches stayed alongside their players the entire time, and they stayed composed, and they made their boys really settle down and continue to play the basketball that they know. This team was the CAA state champions last year. So this coaching knows how to coach, and they know how to set their players down there. This is a good team. This is not just a run-of-the-mill team. This is a good team that's well coached, has good athletes on it, and has been here before. So they're going to stay calm, run your game, and play how you won.
Yeah, so talking about the CAA, in case you don't, that is the Canyon Athletic Association. The Canyon Athletic Association is the athletic association you're in when you start out as a new school. So Santan Charter, the Roadrunners, started out, I believe it was 3 or 4 years ago, as a brand new school. And so they were in the CAA, Canyon Athletic Association, for those 3 or 4 years. And like you said, they actually won the state championship in the CAA division. That's all the new schools, the young schools, the up-and-comers, the beginners, the people trying to figure it all out. And they won that state championship. And I was talking to one of the players earlier, actually number 15, Cole, said, we won a second ring. We got talking about how this is a state championship for the newer schools and whatnot. And they said they want to go in and win their first state ring in the AIA, the statewide division, as I'm sure you know. So that's what they're wanting to do. They are, let me give you their records real quick. Let me break things down for you. They are they're number 5 in the state. They are the number 5 ranked team in the state. Their record is 13-2. The only games they've lost to are teams up in a higher division. That is Yuma Catholic and then Valley Christian. Those are the only 2 losses they have. And the common opponents that Santan Charter and St. John's have, just one, it's Miami. Santan Charter beat Miami 77-70. Say that fast 3 times. 77-70. They beat them by 7 points. St. John's lost to Miami twice, and both times is about an average of about 10 to 12 points. So there's kind of your point difference. You take the 7 points that Santan beat Miami by. You take the 10 points that St. John's lost to Miami by in 2 different games, and you look up on the scoreboard, and St. John's is losing by 17 points. So it works out right there. So that's what we're looking at. St. John's is way to get. Trick Sister is going to have at least 12 to 15 points in the second half.
And just like my old high school basketball coach taught us, basketball's a game of runs, and this was his favorite time right here, halftime. He was in there screaming, yelling at us, cheering us on, getting us ready to go into halftime. Didn't matter if we were up by 20, it didn't matter if we were up by 2 or down by 30. He was in there doing the same exact thing every time, and he was telling us right now, these next 3 minutes, next 4 minutes of the second half are the most important minutes of basketball game. Is St. John's going to come out, and are they going to come back and they're going to claw and come back and play in this game, or are they just going to roll over and say, hey, look, we've had a good season, we're done? If I know St. John's spirit, if I know these boys like I know their parents and I know their brothers and sisters, they're going to come out and they're going to claw and they're going to make runs with these boys. They just want to stay in it. They want to stay consistent, stay physical, play to their strengths, and attack the weakness of the other team. And that's all you can do. Play your hardest, and St. John's can do it. I know these boys can come back.
So the Roadrunners come back out onto the floor with just 3 minutes to go before we start this second half. They've done a good job on that. Just stealing the ball, just cherry picking is what they've been doing a great job at. They've got 10 points at least off that, another 8 to 10 points on their free throws, and they're up by 17. There's the difference right there. Those 4 or 5 fast breaks they've got, and those 7 or 8 points off free throws, and there's your lead.
You know, if I'm not mistaken, this number 2, Demetrius Johnson, he was averaging 20 points coming into this game. I don't think he scored.
He had a lane. I think he had a lay-in early, but you're right. They've tried to held him down to that. He averages over 20 points a game. Is the leading scorer for the Roadrunners, and he's only got 2 points off the floor. I think he hit a free throw, but he's not even close to what his average is, and he's gone off in other games where he's scored over 30 points. So he is definitely a big score maker here. Another big story going into halftime and coming back out is Andrew, or they call him Drew Yeago. He is the 6'8". They list him as 6'8". He's a 6'8" senior down there. He's got 2 or 3 fouls, and 2 for sure, and I may have picked up his third there. I didn't see who they called that on. But that's where we're at right now with him. So if he gets in foul trouble, he's a big part of their offense and defense.
Number 10, Willie Fragger, I think he's got at least 2 and possibly even 3. So that's what I'm saying. St. John's comes out and just continues to be physical with these boys and make them win. You know, don't play to lose, play to win. And make them be physical with you. Put them in foul trouble. That's all you can do.
And the Roadrunners have 11 team fouls. That's 1-1. They have 11 team fouls, so you can divide that up right there. And that's you've got some kids that are kind of in foul trouble right now, a little bit of foul trouble. But number 15 for the Roadrunners, number 1 for the Roadrunners, and number 5, shortest kids on the floor. And they're the ones running these fast breaks and making it happen down there on these little cherry picks where they've got picked up at least 10 extra points. So the guards in the backcourt of St. John's are going to have to start watching that.
It'll be interesting to see what they come out. Let's see if St. John's adjust their defense maybe a little bit. Maybe try to get away from that 3-2. Maybe just go to a 2-3 where they can get out on that wing. Well, like I said, Santan they're just driving and then they're just kicking out for those 3-pointers. And then when they at the rim every time, and they're picking up a lot of offensive rebounds. It's causing a lot of scramble situations. It's causing a lot of physical down there, and it's even let them go to the free throw line quite a number of times.
All right, so going to start this second half. I want to thank a bunch of people. Number 1, I want to thank Legacy Team Productions. Legacy Team Productions is the one that made this happen down here tonight. Judge Mike using his ideas, using some of his budget to get this equipment, get the students involved, and of course, our director of probation, Mr. Paul Hancock. He's right here running the cameras, the switchboard, running the monitors, and all this crazy equipment we've got here. Had a little bit of trouble early on, but it's back on and it's working great. A huge thank you to him for making it happen. Of course, if you watch the girls' game tonight, Victor Top Gun Chavez is up there running that. Huge thank you to him for making that happen, and all the students that were there.
Congratulations to our girls for winning the first round of state.
And if you did not see it, they're seated so high as a number 4 seed. They didn't have a play-in game. They came out tonight in the first round. They had a great win tonight, so they're moving on to the quarterfinals. That's going to be this Saturday in St. John's because they're the high seed. The girls play Matrix. Looking for Brady Overson underneath on Mr. Yeago, the 6'8" senior, and just off the front of the rim. And of course,
strong move.
Kell Stewart, number 22. Kell Stewart, Mr. Mahomes, looking great underneath tonight in this game. He's had great points, great rebounds. And you know what? If anybody from Kell Stewart's family is listening, just want to say thank you. He's such a wonderful young man. He's come to our community. We've had such an enjoyable time getting to know him, playing on the football team, the basketball team. You can be super proud of him, and he's always going to be a St. John's Redskin now. He's part of the family. So number 22, Kell Stewart, and his family, thank you for making it happen. Just great to have him out on the court, part of the team. The coaches love him. We love him. It's just a wonderful, wonderful young man. So as the Roadrunners bring it in, they take it back to number 15. That's Colt, the 6-foot senior, the one that's been running that cherry pick on the Redskins quite a little bit. And they're going to try to work it inside to their big man is what it looks like. The 6'8", Drew Yeago down there on Brady Overson, number 20. That's been a great battle all night. Demetrius Johnson, as you pointed out, hasn't scored much. That's a great pass over to number 3. And the foul's going to be called on Kell Stewart. He's going to be called for fouling Isaiah Martin, the 6'2" junior for the Roadrunners. So he goes to the line.
Kell and Brady, they're doing a backside pick to get out to that corner. They're attacking the backside of that 3-2, like I said they would, and they need to be talking. They need to talk that out. Let them know who's coming backside so they can get on the outside of that screen, so they make it to the deep corner. Preston come up with the ball, dish into the Brigo, coming over out here to is that Bushman?
Justice Burt, number 2, the Lau. And
great move, great pass. Got to call the foul. Ready to get physical.
Gets a foul called there.
The Big O back to the free throw line. Missing another free throw is not a good way to start out, but he'll recover right here. Let's have St. John's.
All right, we're going to have a guest announcer here in the 4th period. I've roped him into doing it, so I'm going to save his name until the 4th period. I want you guys to hop on here and make sure you stay on here and listen to him. We have some good announcers here. So the Redskins down by just an errant pass by Brady Overson. What a smart play by number 15, Coldfoot, just coming in there and just stealing a point right there. Instead of the Redskins going down and cutting the lead to 14, Austin the lead's back up to 16. Had they come down and scored right here, it would have been 12. So just a big possession. Oh, you don't see that very often by the Matrix. Goes right through his hands. So with 6:19 to go, it is 42-24. 42 for the Roadrunners, 24 for the Redskins. Each team has one foul called. The Redskins had a foul called on Kell Stewart. Demetrius Johnson goes down baseline, gets stopped. Big Kell Stewart with the rebound. And Brady Overson not looking, goes off his foot, and this has been going on all game. You'd almost think this is like a preseason game. There's been so many turnovers and bad passes and double dribbles and traveling and just.
There you go. Stay physical. Stay physical. Stay in it.
So they're going to call a jump ball at some point. After 4 seconds of being tied up, they call the jump ball. They help Mr. Yeago up, but it's just a lot of turnovers. Just a lot of turnovers in this game. And some of that has to do with the defense of the Roadrunners, but a lot of it has to do, some of the Redskins seem like they're playing a little bit timid, a little bit scared, a little bit nervous. And you just like to see them play their game and not worry about where they're at and who they're playing. Same 10-foot rim. Nice inbounds pass right there. Nice inbounds pass. Going to be called on Braden Wall, number 11, holding on the arm. I think it's a good foul. Sends number 20 to the line. That's Tajay Price, the 6-foot senior. He goes to the line. 16-point lead right now for the Redskins. That's just great backspin, or as they call it in pool, English. Just putting the English on the cue ball. Drawing it back, as they say, for the next shot. The great ones always line up the cue for the next shot. So with that spin right there, nice shot. A little bit unorthodox of the spin, but I love it because he's 4 for 4 tonight on his foul shots. And Joseph Bushman getting over to big Brady Overson. Back to Joseph, number 15, on number 15. And the Redskins 15 up and over the top of the Roadrunners.
This is where you got to stop it right here. Here comes the kick out. He's going to kick over to the corner. There's a shot.
And the reason they're kicking it to the corner, and that number 15 is 0 for 3 or 0 for 4. And that's Demetrius Johnson from Roosevelt Lake putting it in over the top as it goes up over a 20-point lead for the Roadrunners. 47-26. The Matrix to Big O, and Big O up over the top. Cuts a lead.
Someone's got to get up here and stop this penetration every time.
Big number Yeago. Timeout called by Coach Freeman. The Roadrunners up by 21. Coach Freeman calls a timeout. He wants to talk to Drew Yeago. Still coaching, up by 21, and he's coaching hard right now. He's telling Drew what he needs to be doing down there underneath the basket. Coach Rusty Oaks over there talking to his team. They won't quit tonight. They'll fight hard. They'll do everything they can. Huge thank yous. We're just we definitely want to remind you that this Saturday, 7 o'clock, the Lady Redskins in the quarterfinals. Going to be a great game this Saturday at St. John's. They're in St. John's at the Burl Heap Gymnasium. Make sure you come out 7 o'clock this Saturday. Burl Heap Gymnasium. St. John's moves into the quarterfinals. Girls basketball, huge congratulations to them on a big, big win tonight. As the men's team, led by the Matrix Preston Wilson, looking for a miracle comeback tonight. Look at Kell Stewart. Oh, and they don't call the body foul or the foul on the arm, and so it goes a riot. Demetrius Johnson kicking it back over to number 3 for the road. It's going to be off. And Brady Overson with another rebound. He's having a huge game tonight. I bet Brady Overson's got at least 12 or 13 rebounds as the Matrix goes up almost over the top. And big Kell Stewart off the glass, number 22. Kell Stewart making it look easy as he goes up over the 6'8".
Having a really good game out there. He's working very hard. Oh, from deep. Holy
Demetrius
moly.
Johnson doesn't even get the rim.
Give him a taste of all medicine,
and here
boys.
comes the cherry pick from the Matrix.
There you go. Now stay in it. Stop the ball. Don't let him come down anymore.
Here it comes.
There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
Demetrius Johnson drives the lane, goes up and underneath with the spin. Mr. Yeago with the rebound off the front of him, gets his own rebound. Out again, and there he is. Kell Stewart looking to take it coast to coast as he goes off. Oh, and Kell Stewart gets the offensive rebound, and there is no foul called. As number 20 shoves Kell Stewart out of the way, shoves him out of the way, but no foul called. Good. Tries to do a no-look
pass.
pass.
Get your hand in the passing lanes.
Almost goes up into the basket off the deflection. And there he is right there. You love to see the fake by number 11, Braden Wall. Great fake by Braden Wall. Cuts the lead to 15 points with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go here.
St. John's going on a bit of a run right here. They got to keep the momentum going. Let's get this game by under double digits, and they'll be able to come back in this game.
It's what you talked about. It's a game of runs. St. John's is on a 6-0 run right now. They were down by 21. Now they're down by 15. So a 6-0 run by St. John's. The Roadrunners looking to come back. St. John's has gone into a 2-3 like you talked about. More of a 2-3 here. And that's Rusty Oaks. Coach Rusty Oaks doing a great job putting a different defense out there on the floor. That's a nice little no-look pass in there.
Ooh, I don't know about that call.
We can't get it from this ref on our end, but he's always calling it down here on this end. So Kell Stewart's arm gets jerked. Kell Stewart gets shoved two-handed up underneath the basket. No foul calling down here.
So you grow up all the time up through Little League and everything, middle school and now you're in high school. You're always told to be straight up, and every time you're straight up, you get the foul called on you. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation for the big man now.
What I've always said, if you're going to get called for a foul, you make sure that ball doesn't go in. You make sure you don't get kicked out on a technical. Don't get kicked out on a technical, but you make sure that ball doesn't go in that basket. That's all I know. If you're going to call me on a foul, it's not going through the iron. So that's the attitude the Redskins got to have. I'd like to see the but here we go. We're going to get I don't know if it's a substitution or what the hold is here, but you can see that Coach Freeman's doing a great job. He's attacking the corners, like you said, on that three-point line and down there on these wings. He's putting his smaller players. Looks like he's going to want to shoot the ball a little more. He's got a lot of speed on the floor right now.
Great pass by Preston off of the three. Money.
Joseph Bushman cuts the lead to 12 points as the Redskins are on a 9-point run. 9 unanswered points by the Redskins as Coach Freeman for the Roadrunners puts in his small ball, as they say, small line, looking for speed and fouls.
Oh, there we go.
The freshman loses Joseph Bushman, the senior. Here comes Braden Wall.
Money. Oh, just a.
And Brady Overson with a great job rebounding in there.
Way to stay physical right there, St. John's.
Jump ball. Braden Wall ties up the jump ball. Possession goes to the Redskins. Number 10 coming into the game. That's Willie Farga, the 6'4 senior, averaging 7 points a game.
And what St. John's going to recognize right now is I'm pretty sure he's got 3 fouls. That's foul trouble. Attack him.
Yes, so number 10, Willie, he's got 3 fouls. You'd like to get that to number 20, Brady Overson, and see if you can draw a foul right there on number 10. Joseph Bushman gets it into the man, the Matrix. I'd like to see the Matrix shoot a little bit more tonight. Oh, look at
great
big
move.
Brady Overson. Brady Overson cuts the lead to 10 points. A chance to cut it down. The Redskins on an 11-0 run.
We love to hear the crowd. We want to thank all the crowd that's coming from St. John's here to support our boys tonight, getting into it and cheering them on.
A 4-hour trip on a Wednesday night, and we got a crowd here cheering. Lead's been cut to 10 points now as the Redskins 39, the Roadrunners 49. Coach Freeman brings out big number 20, who's been called for his third personal, and Brady Overson has got to put it up over the rim, and he does right here. The lead cut to single digits, and we were talking about earlier.
There they are.
If you can go into the fourth period down by less than 10 against this team, you've got a chance. You have given yourself a chance. Demetrius Johnson calling the plays out there.
Great job by St. John's to come out in those first 4 minutes and really set the tone and say, hey, we're not going to lay down for you guys. You guys are going to win this game. You
That's
guys are going to have to
all
win.
the way in. So the point scored right there by number 1. Kyrie Richmond, the 5'10 junior, averaging 8 points a game, puts it in for the road. Big Kell Stewart pushing his way in. If you're not going to call a foul, he says, I'm going to take it all the way. He's been getting hacked and fouled all night, and they just won't call it. So this gentleman's being kicked out of the game right now is why there's a timeout. So the gentleman's being kicked out of the game. So I apologize for that. We had a little break in the action there. The Redskins the Redskins down by 10, 52-42. St. John's down by 10 points. There's a minute 22 to go here. And St. John's right now is on a 13-3 run. They've come back and cut the lead to 10 points on some great play. Right now on the floor for the Redskins, number 15, Joseph Bushman, number 24, Preston Wilson, the Matrix, number 11, Braden Wall, 20, Brady Overson, and 22, Big Kell Stewart. Down low is Demetrius Johnson with a no-look pass underneath to number 21, Drew Yeago. The 6'8 senior makes it look easy, and the Roadrunners back up. That's a great job right there by Braden Wall.
Just physical, just going in there and you've got to force the refs to make calls. You know, if you give the ref a 50-50 chance, it's not going to go your way. And so you want to go in there, you want to create the contact and make it absolutely known, hey, I'm making contact with this guy. He is on me. He's hindering my forward progression. I want the foul.
Look at that pass from the Matrix to Big Brady Overson up underneath. That leads back to 10. Beautiful job there by the Matrix.
Stop the ball.
And right now, big number 20 out of the game. Not number 3. Oh, not even iron, but number 10, Isaiah. I'm sorry, that's Tajay Price. Number 10's Willie Farger. Get it right if you can't get it at all. And Kell Stewart, up over the top of Brady Overson. And they don't call the foul on the arm slap on the top. Kell Stewart. They don't call the foul either.
Wow.
Can't get a foul called up. And then he shoves him down. So it's getting real physical before it gets over. Demetrius Johnson misses on the land. Oh, and he overthrows him on the big thing. Everybody's getting out of control right now.
This is where St. John's wants to be. On the book, St. John's shouldn't be in this game right now, but they are. And they're in the game, and they're in the head of these boys as long as they stay strong.
So Kell Stewart gets fouled. Brady Overson gets fouled, and then Kell Stewart gets shoved to the ground. Nothing's getting called here. So we're getting ready to roll. There's been 3 team fouls called for each team, and the refs are talking to both Kell Stewart and number 21. Drew Yeago's probably not used to this physical play. Brady Overson's been pushing on him. Kell Stewart's been pushing on him.
Big, strong St. John's boys.
And Andrew Yeago averages 15 points a game, and right now he's not even close to that. And he is averaging over 10 rebounds a game, not close to that either. So he's having a hard time as the bigs for the Redskins are eating him up right now. Great job by Brady Overson and Kell Stewart.
There you go. Stay in front of him.
Joseph Bushman, way quick, doing a good job. And that's Willie Farger. Call going to be made right there on number 24, Preston Wilson, the Matrix. That is the 4th team foul called in the Redskins right now, but there's 3 team fouls for the Roadrunners. So you're going to see this thing swung around, going to get a little 3-point shot. He travels right there, but doesn't get called. He jumps and steps. He takes at least 3 steps, no call. And so down by 12 points, and we said before the game started, if you can go into the 4th period down by 10 or less, you're going to have a shot at this. That's best case scenario. They're down by 12, maybe a couple more baskets than they'd like to be down by, but the Redskins having a shot at this. And right now, I'm going to turn this announcing over to our very own Mr. Paul Hancock, an official for the AIA. You know him, been in our community forever, been an official forever. So he's going to walk us through this last 8 minutes about the officiating, the playing. As you know, he played college basketball, was a standout high school player. We're happy to have him. I've roped him into doing this. I'm going to take him off his technical duties, running the cameras and all that. So hopefully he can bring us home through this right now. So I'm going to turn over to him. Dayton, wait, while we're waiting for the teams to come back out, give us your analysis of what St. John's needs to do to cut this lead and give themselves a chance in the last 60 seconds of this ball game.
St. John's has done a very good job coming out in the 3rd quarter. They've come out very tough, physically and mentally. They've come out and they've actually played to their game a little bit. They've got kind of in a running game. Santan may not be used to that. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see better crashing of the boards. We'd love to see more second chance opportunities, getting to the foul line, attacking their big men, making them work down there, making them get battle for every single possession they get, making them make the refs make the right calls. St. John's has done a very good job. The coaching staff has really adjusted well. They've been able to get their boys in the mindset to win this game.
You know, as official, you see a team get up by 21. They kind of relax. You kind of relax as an official. And then all of a sudden, the team doesn't quit, cut it to 9. The game starts getting chippy. The officials just kind of let it play a little too much. Now they're trying to get it back under control again.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot more tight called fouls. Get up there and get that ball. You see a lot more tight fouls called. This game's going to be called a lot more tighter just to keep this game. Great steal by number 15 going out for the fast break. Love to see him go up strong. He's got it. Stop the ball.
Got to go in strong. Got to finish that thing. They really, you know, they got to get a body on the big guy there.
Yeah, the second chance points for Santan's done very good. Oh, great move.
When Andrew's on the floor, that St. John's really doesn't have an answer for him. You know, he's 6'8", big kid. They get the ball inside to him. It seems like they lose him.
Yeah.
They cut it to 9 with him on the bench. He comes back out. It's a 14-point game again.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on here with the officiating right now if we're going on for fourth foul. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see if Kell Stewart can connect on this basket, on this free throw. Great shot.
Kell's been a great addition to the Redskins.
Is he a senior?
Came down because Gallup's not playing, so he came in, played football, loved playing football for the Redskins, loves playing basketball for the Redskins. Found out that he has his what he calls his brothers out there, so he loves to go to battle with them.
Great offensive rebound by the Big O.
Yeah, on that one, Kell used a little bit of an offhand to get a little higher on that jump.
Santan coming out doing a really good job at controlling the offensive rebounds on their end. That's what's led to a lot of their points. So let's see if St. John's can get a couple more bodies on people to get those boards back in their favor.
Yeah, St. John's' bread and butter this year's definitely been winning the battle of the boards, and with the big men out there, and even Tajay Price, you know, that's a big-bodied kid. He's only 6 foot, big-bodied kid. He finishes hard, finishes strong.
15 is baiting Preston. He wants Preston to come out there and pressure that ball. He thinks he can take Preston. You start messing with Preston, he's going to start making you look silly. So you better be careful.
Yeah, Preston will get the ball here in a second. He'll see one.
You got to come out and pressure that ball. They're going to hold the ball. They don't want any more of St. John's right now. They don't want to go to another 9-0 run to St. John's.
I think Santan's legs are kind of getting to him right now, and they're doing everything they can to shorten this game.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
And Braden on that, you get the big guy up, you got to jump into him, get the foul, finish strong. You got to be strong. Once you get inside
go
5 feet,
strong,
6 feet,
there you go.
You got to be strong inside, man.
St. John's is giving Santan everything they can handle as far as physicality-wise. It's going to come down to little technical things and who's going to be able to execute their plays and their.
There you go. There's Preston right there, hand on the ball.
Another great steal, credited to Preston Wilson coming down with the fast break.
Good answer.
Back over to Big O. We got to connect on those.
I think on that Big O, he's expecting to get fouled, and so he's allowing, just kind of putting it up there, trying to get the shot. You got to finish. You get the ball inside. You got to finish. Every play's got to be a 3-point play for Brady at this point.
I like to see what Braden Wall's doing there, trying to draw the offensive charge. Unfortunately, he's got to get more in front of that offensive player and be able to establish his ground. He was still trying to come over. He was the offensive player already committed his path, and he was trying to get in front of him. And unfortunately, he just wasn't quite there in time. But you'd love to see that intent.
Yeah, defensive plays like that can turn a ball game. So it's good to see hustle by Braden. And Santan right now, they're not in a hurry to shoot the ball.
No, they're not. Ooh. Let's see what Kell Stewart does here with it. That's a charge.
That's a charge. That'll be all day.
Yeah. Now, if he was in college, that wouldn't have been because he was in the restricted area, but we don't have that restricted area here in high school. You see that the St. John's fans seem to be getting in the head of that number 21 there. He's St. John's.
I mean, you look at the scoreboard. You're up 21. It's a 9-point game at this point. Got a little push off right there by Tajay that didn't get called. Cleared a little room out of Preston. Was able to finish the bucket. That's been the difference. You know, they'll finish when they get a little bit of contact. St. John's hasn't been able to finish with contact.
You can't have those. Oh, yeah. We got a fast break. Got a 2-on-1. Just go strong.
Yeah. Got to get a little wider on that break. You know, make the guy commit one way or the other and get it to the other guy for the easy layup.
Yeah, if you're already down there that far into the paint, just go up for it.
Absolutely.
Just go and take a left-handed layup, good, strong, be strong and physical.
And here we got Tajay, and you know, you look at this guy. He's a college body.
I'm not sure what that.
I don't know.
Maybe he gave a warning to a player. I saw him holding number 3. The only 3 out there is on Santan.
Could be a delay warning.
That's an offensive
right
foul.
there. You got it. So the big thing, if Preston wants to get that, he's got to make it look like he took it more square. In the rule book, in officiating, you don't have to take a square. You just got to take it in the torso. He took it. That probably should have been a player control foul. Official bailed him out on that one. But if Preston comes back and looks like he took it more square, I think he gets that call.
Yeah, everything I've been taught is anytime you duck that shoulder an offensive player, you're going to get the offensive charge, which he did.
And the player control fouls changed this year a little bit more. You know, we're giving you a little bit more movement. If the defender can actually beat the player there, even if it's a split second, as long as he's not moving forward, he should get that call. So wrong, and on that one, obviously he didn't.
Let's see somebody come here and stop the ball, challenge the
ball. Step up. Preston's got to step up and stop the ball earlier. Can't let it get that deep.
Yeah, you can't anytime you let the ball get that deep into your corner, it's tough to make it come out on your side. So just get up here, stop him right here, push him out to the far corner, and let's let our defense come back.
Absolutely. You got to get your runners coming back to fill the lanes as the offense is filling the lanes. But if Braden comes up and steps it up, third, fourth line up on the free throw lane, then St. John's has a chance to stop that break. They're just letting the break get in way too deep on this one. You do love to see how St. John's is battling, though. You know, again, they're down 21, cut it to 9. Santan's still worried.
Yeah, they able to get this point back up to what, 14. They're able to get the lead back up to 14. But like I said, St. John's stays physical. They've been physical all game long, and it's really showed. Santan a little bit more aggressive. You see a little bit of frustration in their players' heads. They're starting to throw passes. They're starting to drop passes. They're starting to get a little bit more physical, which could lead to offensive fouls like we already saw when they got away with. And, you know, St. John's just got to stay in it. They just got to play, like I said, play to their strengths. Let's stay in that defense. It must be working for them now, and let's make them make those hard passes. Let's get in the passing lane. Let's get our hands up in the passing lane. Let's get hands on balls, and let's just try to make them work. Let's make Santan win this game. Let's not give it to them.
Absolutely. And St. John's, one of their trademarks, years of it, is they outwork the opponents. They work hard. They're hard-working kids, hard-nosed kids.
Come up and help.
So, yeah, it's tough to break a press 2-on-2, so you need to get your numbers up.
They're going to try to trap right here, all the way in. No, you got to go all the way in.
They're giving the 6'8" guy a lot of leeway right there, and technical foul on the coach probably. Yeah, they got Coach Oaks on that one. He's got a legitimate gripe. You know,
there's a lot of body contact, and he met him up top on the arm too.
Yeah, Brady got above him and out jumped the 6'8" kid. 6'8" kid got him clearly across the wrist and just let it go. it's good for Coach Oakes, though, to show that motion, that passion at this point.
I don't care what kind of coach you are. I love to see coaches. I love to see coaches stand up for their players. I think it's super important that the player knows the coach has always got his back, and I love to see that. We have to result in the technical, results in the technical, but I do love to see coaches standing up for their players.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. See. This gave him a wide open lane. No help side defense.
Yeah. Looks like St. John's tried to go to a man-to-man right there and wasn't ready for any kind of penetration.
This Santan team, they're really good. I mean, you look at them athletically, they're very good. Got good size, good shooters. They've hit the three well. They're hitting the shots that they need to hit. They're a well-coached team.
Most importantly, they've hit their free throws all game long. They've been so consistent on that, and that's. Yeah, you're starting to see a lot of chippy, kind of a ticky-tack calls coming on right here. Just the refs trying to keep this game under control because it could spiral out. We've both been there. I've been playing in them. I'm sure you've officiated and played in them.
Absolutely.
And they can get out of control quick.
Yeah, and as an official, you really want to get the game, allow the game to play itself out. We don't want to get into it too much. That pass was a little bit too far ahead.
You have the advantage here. Let's see what they do with it.
But you want to let the kids determine the game. You want to get it right on the edge, and they've gotten there. Now they're bringing it back, and that benefits St. John's when they bring it back a little bit.
St. John's going to a man-to-man defense, and they're almost not ready for the quickness of Santan here. St. John's calling, I think, their last timeout of the half of the game now.
Yeah, with 3:13 left, down 17, Coach Oakes needs to get up a good game plan and cut into this lead. And while we have a break here, give you a little information about Legacy Team Production. It comes from the Legacy Team Centers that Judge Latham created back in 2017. We decided that we needed to have proactive programming for our youth. Those that aren't involved in a lot of the school activity, we wanted to get them involved in something that was productive, proactive, positive, and around some great mentors. And with that came this. We're grateful for the kids that help us today. We don't have any kids down here in Santan with us. We have a great group of kids that were working up in St. John's tonight. We're grateful for Michael Whiting taking time off of his busy job as a county attorney to come down here and help out our kids and show the world what great kids we have in St. John's. And we appreciate him for that. Appreciate Judge Latham for setting up this program and letting us have a great time and kind of living our ESPN dreams.
Ooh, it looks like Preston just went a little bit too far around that baseline. Must have touched just enough for the ref to call. And we want to apologize. We usually have two cameras, one on the scoreboard. We haven't been a very good job of updating the score. So right now, as it sits, Santan is 69 and St. John's is 52. So Santan with the 17-point advantage right now.
Santan's starting to empty the bench. We got number 12, DeAndre Julian in, 5'10 senior. I don't think he's played much yet today.
It's kind of a risky thing to do this early on, but I guess you still have 4 of your starters out. So
you have Demetrius Johnson and Andre out there, or Tajay out there. You're going to beat a lot of good teams. Those kids are just phenomenal talents.
They are. Number 15 going down for the layup. See what he's got. They've got to call a foul on the hand one. Way to go up strong.
That's a great finish. Go up strong, protect the ball with your body, get the answer, and you got the call. So you were rewarded for that.
So St. John's back down by 15. Could be going down by 14 if Joseph Bushman can make this free throw.
Great. Go up the court. You got a three-point turnaround right there.
Love to see when St. John's comes out and plays hard-nosed defense. Three-pointer. Good.
And DeAndre, fresh off the bench, comes in, hits a three.
Ooh, that's a good strong move.
It's a good strong move. But, the Santan kids, they will get a hand on him and keep him from finishing, and then end up being a little bit short.
All right, that was a cool attempt at a dunk, I guess. It's pretty.
Yeah.
He almost had it.
Willie got there. Got hung up on the rim a little bit. Was able to get it over the top and finish it.
Cool thing is that was worth 2 points right there.
bones, my old legs, we can't get that high anymore.
No, I was never able to get that high. Way to get your hands up in the air.
Yeah.
Santan is just their court presence. They're able to see the entire court, and their passing is actually pretty good.
It reminds you a lot of our reservation teams, the 2A, where they know where their friend's going to be, and they're able to get the ball to them. I mean, that's been a big difference in this game, is the wide open layups they're getting because of the court awareness and vision.
Oh, from deep.
Got Steph Curry range on that one.
Yeah, he was.
Got a little bit of a panic in St. John's at this point, being down 20.
Demetrius Johnson corner, I think that's maybe his third bucket of the entire night.
Yeah, shut off his dance moves afterwards.
That's what you got to do. But when you have 6 or 7 points, maybe.
Yeah. Up 23, it's 80-57. Santan, they're going to probably empty their bench out here with a minute left.
That's good sportsmanship. St. John's came out. They played a really tough game. They did. They came back on it. They made Santan sweat. I don't think Santan was expecting St. John's to be this tough. And they came out and they played a great basketball game. They came out. They just had about 3 minutes of the fourth quarter and about 3 minutes of the second quarter where they just kind of lost their focus, their concentration, and Santan took advantage of that and was able to score a quick 8, 10, 12 points and just put a quick dampener on St. John's hopes of winning. But big shout out to St. John's, just continually to battle very hard, and for the coaching staff to be able to make those adjustments.
Absolutely. No shame in tonight, and Burt hits a big three right there to cut it to 20. But no shame at St. John's. They came down here, they represented well, they played hard, they played well, showed a lot of pride. Down 21, cut it to 9. Again, I don't think Santan was ready for them to come back on that. They were already starting the party bus.
Another offensive rebound by Big Brady, and he's been down there. He's been beat so many times. He's been beat up. He's been bodied. He's been elbowed. And everything else. You can tell he's just tired.
Yeah.
He's 99% on those little layups, but when you just continually go to battle and go to war every single minute of a basketball game, it gets taxing.
Absolutely. Being physical, it takes a toll on you. And he plays the whole game. And looking forward into St. John's, Justice Burt, the law, he's coming back. He's a junior, 5'10 junior. Joseph Bushin, 5'11 senior. We're going to definitely and desperately miss his heart and his effort.
Kell Stewart's coming back, though. That's big.
That's big. Brady Overson, 6'4". That's huge that he's graduating.
That's out of bounds.
No, it's not.
No?
No. It only is out of bounds if it goes over the backboard.
Okay.
It can go across the top or hit anything on it. Kell Stewart comes back. Preston Wilson is our other one that we're going to miss, as well as Parker Humphreys. To our senior class, these boys, they've turned the program around. A few years ago, they didn't even win a game, I don't think.
Yeah, this is big. This is a great.
So, heads, give it to Coach Oakes, turning the program around, getting some pride in, winning a play-in game, getting down here, and playing a very tough Santan team.
So this final score, we have Santan with 82 and St. John's with 63. Again, big shout out to St. John's. They played hard. They played aggressive all night long. We love to see that. We love to see them representing St. John's Redskins. I do anyways, as I'm a alumni from the team. They did a very good job. Santan played a good game. I thought that they executed their offense really well. I think that St. John's did a very good job at holding their 20-point player to, I think he had under 10. And so, that just goes to the credit that the coaching staff recognized where the threat was. They took care of it. And that goes to the credit also of Santan that when their threat goes down, they're still able to have those 4 players to make up those 10, 15 points that may be lost.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see what Santan does. That's a good basketball team.
It is.
They play well together. They play hard. They're athletic. They're going to make some noise.
Yeah.
They'll probably be playing next weekend. We'll see. It'll be good. But from Legacy Team Productions, we appreciate you guys tuning in to us this season. We'll be working on getting the rights to the girls' game on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to streaming that. And to our young men on this basketball team, we congratulate them on a great season. We thank them for a season that we needed, one that helped us get over the pandemic and want us to realize that there's life out there again. We're appreciative of them, Coach Oakes, and all that they've done, and we wish them the best.
Thank you to our seniors for giving St. John's 4 years or all their time that they gave to the program to build it up to where it is today. This program wouldn't be if this program wouldn't be where it is today without those seniors.
Absolutely. We appreciate them. Safe travels to those who are down here, and to those who are back home. We'll be seeing you in the morning. Yeah, I just got to hit the end.